Hello, I'm Dr. Lola Ashaye. I'm a board-certified family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor, and you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. And this is a great place to be if you desire to take charge of your health so you can live fully while enjoying doing what you love. So today, I'd like to share some important tips for those that might be trying to achieve a healthy weight. And we've been doing a series on this. I've had some of my patients come by and, give really, really great tips as well. And what I've noticed, I've been helping people try to achieve a healthy weight for years now. And I take a more natural approach. And what I've noticed is, I've talked to them about challenges, their wins, and I know there are some common pitfalls. And today I want to share two of them so that if you're listening and you are wanting to achieve a healthier weight, these things could help. Hopefully, you can avoid these things so that you're successful in your journey. But before we get into it, you're listening to Connecting the Dots with Dr. Ashaye. I'm Lola Ashaye, and I am a family medicine and lifestyle medicine doctor and owner of InTouch Primary Care in Sugar Land, Texas. And what we do here at InTouch is we help people easily become and remain healthy with direct and easy access to a doctor, proactive healthcare. So if you're tired of the reactive approach to your care, or you're tired of feeling like a number, and you desire to build a healthier lifestyle, then our services are perfect for you. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. The first mistake I see, or what I would call a pitfall, is when a person is so focused on how long it's going to take for them to reach their weight goal. So the truth about it is many people who have had challenges achieving a healthy weight have dealt with it for years. And of course, as a human being, it's human nature for us to want a quick fix. But unfortunately, that's not realistic for many. So a lot of people, they're so focused on how long it's going to take. And so a lot of times they're trying extreme practices. And the problem with that is those practices are not sustainable. So what happens a lot of times is if they do something, they don't eat for a week. Some people even a month. It can maybe give a jump start, but a lot of people have a hard time sustaining that, right? And so what tends to happen is once they go back to their regular routine, the weight comes back. Some people are able to be successful when they use it as a jump start. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I just want to do something to jump start, and then I'm going to continue from there." Sometimes that works, but in my experience, it doesn't work very well for most people. And that's because there hasn't really been a mindset change. It's really just, trying to find a quick fix. And a lot of times, it's just not sustainable because, the work hasn't really been done to change habits, so it doesn't end up working in the long run. So my recommendation is instead of focusing on how long it's going to take to achieve the weight goal, I recommend celebrating your progress. Imagining what it would look like if you continued at that pace for a prolonged period of time, for a year, 3 years, 5 years, and then focus instead on how long you can sustain the progress you've made. So, for example, if you've lowered your weight by 3 pounds this month, instead of focusing on, oh, it's only 3 pounds or it's only 1 pound or whatever it is, think about, okay, if I'm able to do this again next month, what would that look like in 1 year? So that's 36 pounds. And, some people say, oh, I lost that much in 4 months, but we should check with them again a year from now and see where they are, because many people, from what I've seen, are not able to sustain that quick weight loss when we check with them a year later. The people that tend to be most successful are those that do it gradually over time. And then, once we get to the year, at the end of the year, when we look at those that lost maybe 36 in 4 months, but versus those that lost the 36 over the year, what I found is those that have lost the 36 over the year are still down by 36, while those that did the 4-month thing many times are actually up a lot of times they've gained the weight back, sometimes they've gained all of it back, sometimes they gained some of it back, sometimes they've gained even more than 36 pounds back plus, So I think focusing on sustainable weight, lowering healthy weight is much more important than focusing on how long or how quickly, one is trying to reach that goal weight. Okay, so that's the first pitfall I would recommend. Please, as much as possible, I know it's a burden for a lot of people, but, just thinking about long term instead of just short term goals can make a big difference. Now, the second thing I want to share today is, I think, the most important, and I think it's the biggest puzzle in healthy weight. And it's something that is not as easy to do. It takes, some discipline, but it comes down to mindset. So a lot of what needs to be done with achieving a healthy weight is really a mindset thing. You're going through the whole day making decisions about what to eat, whether or not to move, whether or not to get stressed, whether or not to keep watching that movie or go to bed. So a lot at the end of the day, it's a combination of decisions that would determine whether or not a goal is met. So for example, if you have a habit of brushing your teeth twice a day, then you are much less likely to have cavities, right? Well, it's a decision of whether or not you do it, but if you don't do it, then, your risk increases. So the most important part of achieving a healthy weight is having a healthy mindset. And when you have a healthy mindset, and then you're going to start having healthy practices. The good news is anyone can actually develop a healthy mindset. And I believe the first step is what you are listening to. So, and that's why the type of information that we listen to is critical. So, if you're listening to people that are, suggesting all kinds of diets and quick options and, things like that, then you're more likely to fall into that. But if you're listening to, you're really looking for health, like to feel healthy, to be healthy, and you're listening to that type of material, you're surrounding yourself with people that are actually trying to lower their weight in a healthy way. You're finding the podcasts, you're finding the books, you're listening to this channel, things like that. Those types of things, when you surround yourself, you immerse yourself with health in a healthy world, basically, you'll find yourself doing some of those things that have been recommended over time. Not everything is, you're not going to do everything all at once, but you will remember, oh yeah, they said to do this, and you'll be more likely to try it. So that is, I think, one of the most important things when you're starting a healthy weight journey. It's really important that you're surrounded with the right information throughout the process, that you have a discipline of either listening or reading or talking or finding a way to constantly and consistently make sure that you're learning about this process. Because when you do that, you are much more likely to be successful in your journey. Okay, so if you know someone that has maybe tried on their own and they're finding it challenging to lower their weight, I encourage you to encourage them to seek professional help. And if they are in the Houston area, they can act now. You can schedule a 15-minute free consult on our website using the link in the caption, or you can call us at the number in the caption. We're starting another lifestyle, wellness, and healthy weight foundation program in this month, and so they can join us. They can join the waiting list for that. Also, you can learn more about all our services at intouchprimarycare.com, and we look forward to helping you on your journey to a better health. So, for those who are really looking to lower their weight, I encourage you to, focus, like I said, not on how long it's going to take, but how long you can sustain a healthy weight. And then number two, the mindset is huge. So really thinking about how you can immerse yourself in with the right information so that it's much easier for you to practice the things that you're hearing, because hearing it once or twice is not enough. If you just hear it, a lot of times, if you're not doing it, then you haven't understood it fully yet. So I hope this helps, and that you would decide to make decisions so that a year from now you can look back and share your wins. You can look back and talk about how different you feel now. You can look back and say that you have a lot less pain, that you feel great, you have more energy, you're able to do a lot of the activities that maybe you couldn't do in the past. So there's so many benefits of achieving a healthy weight. And I hope you choose to make the decision to start the journey, because it's well worth it. I hope that helps.